Well, let me tell you a story about a pair of brothers, Andy and Dustin. They're like no others. They hit the road, traveling land, testing out food. Ain't that grand? From fast food joints to local dives, they're on a mission, taking crazy drives. They'll sample it all, junk food galore. But the question remains, what's worth fighting for? Southern Dn'A, showing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Let me tell you a story about a pair of brothers, Andy and Dustin. They're like no others. They hit the road, traveling land, testing out food. Ain't that grand? From fast food joints to local dives, they're on a mission, taking crazy drives. They'll sample it all, junk food galore. But the question remains, what's worth fighting for? Southern Dn'A, showing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern Dn'A, showing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern Dn'A, showing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. For the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern Dn'A, showing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied.
Well, I'm here with you again for another Friday live stream, hanging out with you, chilling. Hopefully, this looks a little bit better than my last couple live streams I've had. It's been like my camera exposure is a little bit blown out. So I'm trying to mess with the lightings in here. Maybe it'll be a little bit better for you guys. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Testing some things out, hanging with you guys, answering any questions that you may have in any of the videos that we've gotten. I know things are a little bit different. We're in a different age or different time of our videos that we've had. We've been doing this for 6 years, and we've entered a new era of Southern Dn'A where we do not back away from the views that we share no longer. And some people may like it, some people may not. Too bad if you don't. I'm just saying, we're coming in bolder than ever before. I hope you had fun with us on Saturday's live stream that we had there. When me and Andy got together, we put we put a little snippet of that on TikTok, where a little funny spot that Andy ended up doing, thanks to a lovely viewer of ours, Lefty, who supplied us with that great content. So we posted that on our TikTok and YouTube, and I think on Facebook maybe also. It was a pretty funny little thing, but if stuff like that happens, you make something funny like that and it reacts well, we'll definitely going to post something like that, because y'all viewers are what makes these live streams as content, happen. So let's get it. That's right, Lefty. Let's get it. When y'all make good content or help us make good content, we'll put that out there, because that was that was funny what you did there, Lefty. I had me rolling. I went back and watched it, and I had tears rolling down my eyes, because that was too perfect. That was too perfect. Andy was getting a little bit of a big head there, and Lefty just inflated it even more. But it was too good. If you don't know what I'm talking about, haven't seen it, go check us out. It should be on every platform. I think I posted every platform. It's only like maybe a couple seconds. It's not long. I've also been doing a lot of religious stuff now, a lot of biblical stuff, because as you know, I am a man of faith, and I've been doing a little bit of Bible studies. I did one on Wednesday, and I've been posting some of those clips to TikTok that I talked about, and I'm going to continue on with it coming into this next week. So tomorrow's video that's coming out should be pretty decent, pretty mild at best content, trying some newer things out that you may not have heard or may have not seen. Maybe you've seen it in the supermarket and you just haven't had a chance to try it out, and you was wondering what it was like. Well, I'll give you those answers tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so we go through those things, and or I go through. Andy's not with me on that one. And then I'm filming on Sunday. I'm finally getting to make the trip up there to my old mentor in wrestling. I'm going to go see him for his graduation. I'm going up there this Sunday, hopefully with a special guest. It's looking like it's going to happen, that we'll have a special guest on that video, maybe more, depending on, it's going to be busy. It's going to be a busy event. So we'll see how it goes once we get up there. And yeah, so we'll see how it happens. But we're going to tell some stories about our days in the wrestling business, both of us, and maybe you'll catch some famous people, or at least well-known people on the video too. So we'll see how it goes. But that's the plan for Sunday. So we'll have a video out for you probably in a month on that. I got a couple other videos that Andy has done. I just got to edit them, get them up there, and we're getting close to the end of the year. It's the time's ticking down. We are getting so close to finishing out the year of videos. I think last time I counted, we've only got, I think, 6 more videos to do. 7, maybe 6 or 7 more videos to do, and we'll be, other than the live streams, we're pretty much wrapped up for the year. And then, as you know, usually we take January off. I probably will continue on the live streams, but video content making will probably cease through January, just to give us a little bit of a break, to get our minds back, focused on the next year, and trying to give you better content than we had the previous year. That's what we try to do. We try to keep on elevating our content, elevating our content higher and higher the more we go, to give y'all better content. And hopefully it's good stuff for you. Do y'all like the lighting of this? Is this lighting better than my normal lighting? Because like I said, I'm going to have to adjust the settings, because I really feel like when I use the same camera for live streams as I do making content, and the camera itself, it makes phenomenal videos. Or for live streaming, it seems like it's a little like we call it blown out, like it's a little bit whitewashed. It's too bright, so I might have to edit the settings through my live stream feed to get it set up properly. But I figured maybe it was just because I have too much lights on. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But I've noticed it a few different times, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what the good mixture of light balance versus the settings in my live stream. But if it's fine with y'all, just bear with me. We'll get this good looking just perfect for you guys, so y'all can come and enjoy and have good content. I'm right now in the process of trying to figure out how to live stream to TikTok also, which I've never done before. There's supposedly some things I can get for the program I use for live streaming, or I can use their studio itself to live stream on their thing. So I might try it out. Just another place that we're getting our stuff out, which I don't know how well it's going to work, but especially on Friday live streams. I might start doing it on my Bible study stuff first, and then go into the with it on the Friday live streams, because Friday, I like to play a game with you guys also, or watch me do stupid stuff in Flight Simulator or whatnot. So I get on there and do that, or play another game or something like that. So I don't know how well it's going to work until I get everything set up. Why are you keep posting that, Andy? Andy's with us, as you can see in the chat, right there. Oh, actually, this way. All right, I get backwards. It's this one right here. So he's right there, posting. Andy's hanging out with us. He's probably got a very slow day. Not doing much. Andy probably doesn't even know, but we are headed. Me and another person, looking very, very likely, are heading up to Boogie's this weekend for his graduation. Not Boogie's, but the classes, whatever class this is. I guess 2025's class graduation. So we're going to go make a video on that this weekend. Yeah. So I haven't even told Andy that yet. Because I honestly thought I had a couple weeks. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I was like, I'm thinking about going up there on I think it's the 5th or the 4th, whatever Sunday is. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, yeah, just a couple weeks. He's like, no, you mean this Sunday. And I'm like, oh. Because I had originally was going to do something else Sunday. So I had to move some things around. And now we're going to do it, try to make a trip up there Sunday. We'll see. We'll see how it goes on video-wise. I have some good ideas to make the content, give y'all a little bit behind the scenes of what it was like when I was a pro wrestler. Where I started out as in pro wrestling, that's for sure. And what that process looks like, in case you ever want to know what it's like to be a pro wrestler. I don't know. Andy was with me. We were actually both sitting. I can tell you right now, we were both sitting. Oh, I'll save that. I'll save that for the video on how how I even got the start of wanting to become a pro wrestler to begin with. So I'll save that for the video. I don't want to ruin too many stories, too many potential stories, because they're out there. So, but I'm hanging out with you guys, chilling for at least an hour here today. And not sure. I'm not going to fly to Azerbaijan. What bar? I can never say that. I think that's why he puts that in there, because I can never say that word. But I'm not going to fly there. Okay, I like to fly in the States, at least where I know the airport codes for the majority of it, and the patterns I need to take to land at said airports. As you know, last week we flew from Tri-Cities to Knoxville, I think is where we ended up landing. Didn't have enough time to fly to Nashville, but it was a beautiful landing. Beautiful landing. I'm not sure why I'm holding a screwdriver. It's in my hands. I don't know why. It's right here on my desk. I'm not even sure why I had a screwdriver right here to begin with. I might have been while I was putting the table together. I may have just left it there. I don't know why I did. Can't remember. Anyways, yeah, so, yeah, it was a beautiful landing there in Knoxville. And if the weather's anything like it's supposed to be right now, today's flight should be pretty nice. If we do a little flight simulator flight, so won't be too bad at all. I hope you enjoyed the Bible study I put out on, was it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday I put a Bible study out. I want to start doing them more often, so if you want to join in on those studies, the next study I'll be coming out with is the demasculation of Jesus. Will be the next Bible study I'll be diving into, and how we do believe that Jesus was a pretty masculine, sturdy guy. He was a sturdy guy, so we're going to dive into that on probably I'm gonna try. I'm gonna shoot for Monday or Tuesday. I'm gonna shoot for Monday, Tuesday. We'll see how it goes. Can't promise it might end up being Wednesday. The reason I couldn't do it last Monday or Tuesday was the neighbors was putting on their roof, which they have had their shingles outside their unit for 2 months or a month and a half at least, and it's been sitting there. Finally, they hired somebody to come out there and put the shingles on the roof, and they spent 2 days on it, which is not a big roof. They could have probably done it all in a day. They were really milking it, I feel like. And the dogs caused all kinds of issues. They couldn't calm down, and caused even more issues. Won't go into it, but so yeah, did not get a chance to do the Bible study when I planned it. I'm gonna try to shoot for Monday or Tuesday. Probably looking like Tuesday, since Sunday's gonna be so busy for me, and I'll probably be pretty wore out, So tonight I got stuff to do tonight. This month in general, October, we were looking at our schedule, me and the wife, and we have quite a bit of stuff going on this month alone. So it's going to be a busy month, to say the least. Even next Sunday is going to be busy. Next Sunday's going to be busy. Got quite a bit to do next Sunday. So bear with me, guys. I decided to start extra live streaming on the busiest month I have so far, which is insane. So I'm trying to get this content out for you guys the best way I can. Trying to, boost our TikTok, because it seems to be the fastest growing content that we've had so far. It's kind of slowed a little bit, but it grows quite a bit every now and then. So trying to grow it, trying to get it where it's doing pretty well. So we'll see how it goes. But there's a lot of things, a lot of irons in the fire, as they say, a lot of irons in the fire. And we're getting there. We're getting there. But if you're not new to the live stream, or if you've been here for a while, if you know what's getting ready to happen. But if you're not new to the live stream, you may not know. I only do this once and one time only, and it only takes me about a minute to get through. So hang with me. Once I get through it, you won't hear me say it again. But we've got to try to get some money coming into the channel instead of going out constantly. So if you would like to support me as a content creator, the best way to keep these streams going, to get this content out, help me pay some bills. The best way to do it is going out in the description and clicking the link of Blackout Coffee Company. This is the very best coffee that you're going to find out there. The flavors are fantastic. They got some of the best flavored coffee, bar none. Right now, they've got their holiday flavors out, and for Christmas, this stuff's already ready to go. They even got the pumpkin spice. We have it downstairs right now. If you like pumpkin spice, you're going to get it with this. And I'm going to tell you now, I like straight coffee. I don't like putting additives in my coffee, like some kind of creamer or something. I like it straight as it comes from the bag. And this adds a little bit of flavor to my coffee. And when I say a little bit, it adds a whole lot of bit of flavor to my coffee. So I don't have to have those creamers. I don't have to have any of that stuff. It tastes amazing. And then if you do add a little cream to your coffee or whatever, milk or whatever, it's going to just enhance those flavors even more. So why don't you go check that out? Blackout Coffee Company, the very best, roasted right here in the great US of A, right there in Florida. And it's not a drop ship. It's not something that they just put their name on it. No, this is their company. This is their coffee. This is their roasted beans. Why don't you get you some Blackout Coffee today? Now, if you'd like to support the channel, that's me and Andy together. That's making our videos on Saturdays. Why don't you buy some merch? We got us a brand new shirt out. Look at this. Jesus, the way, the truth, the life. If you're a Christian out there, this is the shirt you must have. And on the back, it's in our Southern DNA. That's right. Our logo's on the back of it. And then we got the one that matters right there on the front. That's right. Jesus Christ. And we put that on our shirt right there. It's our brand new shirt. Comes in multiple different colors, multiple different sizes. So why don't you check it out? Go buy you some merch. There's all kinds of shirts on here. If you're a Tennessee fan, we even got Tennessee in the Tennessee colors, Tennessee and Virginia Tech colors for Virginia. Bristol shirt, birthplace of country music. We got some funny saying shirts that I've worn on the channel, like the I Choose the Cheesy Life. The hat, wear it all the time. I need to buy me a new one because it's worn out. But I've had that for years now. So why don't you get you some merch, support the channel. Today, right now, if you want to go and leave the channel for a second, buy you some merch, do it before you forget. Or if you want to get it for the holidays, perfect time is to do it right now. And don't forget, we have a Discord if you want to join the Discord family. It's completely free to do so, and you can holler at us right there in the Discord. All right, see, boom, done, over with. I will not mention it again, but I do ask y'all, if you can, support the channel any way possible. All right. Whew. That was... I always get winded after that. I always get winded after throwing that out there. And I'm not even doing like campaigns on like Rumble, which I don't have the viewership yet to do it. I mean, they're the minimum for a lot of these is 10 viewers to do, and they offer you a certain amount to do it. And I haven't even done that. I know Rumble, which we stream most of, like, this is how we get our content out there, is through Rumble. It goes to YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. So wherever you're watching it, it's going through Rumble, and they give me ad reads and stuff. Well, right now they partnered with another company for a web browser. And if you sign up for their Rumble Premium, you get the web browser and it's the AI thing that's completely free with it or something like that. It's worth checking out. Rumble is getting carried away. They're surpassing YouTube in downloads on all the app stores, which is insane to think that there's another company right now, which I didn't think would ever happen, would be on par with YouTube as far as making content. Because I mean, you have TikTok, but that's like your very short videos. That's not really long form content. That's not where a lot of place for a lot of people, other than making funny content or very short, informative content. That's, you go to TikTok. But for long form content, the stuff that we usually make in general, there wasn't another place but YouTube. And we didn't think that it would be another place to do this. But now Rumble's gave us that opportunity to go on there and be able to try to grow on there. And you can see our viewership is a lot further behind than YouTube as viewership goes. But we're trying to get there. All you have to do, look, just, if you want to support us over there, also follow us on the old Rumble, and we would appreciate it, because we're trying to grow it. We're trying to get bigger on there. Some Fridays we have a pretty good viewership from Rumble. It's pretty good over there. Some Fridays we don't. It just depends. But on average, we do better on Rumble viewership wise, based off of our viewers, or based off our follower subscribers or whatever. We do better on Rumble than we do in YouTube. Just for instance, like if I do a Friday live stream or even our Saturday videos, on average, based off of the follower, you would think, every subscriber will get the notification. They may watch at least a portion of the video, whether you watch it or not. This is not the case on YouTube. Most of the subscribers do not get the notification, and they will just, I'll get maybe like 20, 30 views. Sometimes we'll get a couple hundred over time, but Rumble, we get at least 24 viewers, if not more, which means they're actually pushing it out to the people that are following us on Rumble. So I do appreciate them. At least, their algorithms seem to be a lot more fair based than it is on such like YouTube, or even Facebook does pretty well comparatively to YouTube. But still, YouTube being the largest, their algorithms are not as fair unless you're being pushed by their content. A lot of people will argue that that's not the case. I would argue it used to be, at one point, a lot easier to get your content out there before they started messing with the algorithms that they've got today. So, and there's a lot of big creators right now that are losing their viewership. And I'm not talking about political leaning. I'm talking about just run of the mill. They may be doing like try this kind of content. A lot of people are losing viewers because they've really messed up their algorithm. And we don't know what it is. We don't know if it was inflated numbers for some of those large creators, which I would argue probably is the case. There probably was an inflated of bots being used to boost the numbers of YouTube's viewers that were watching content, which I hate to tell everybody, YouTube has never been profitable. You know, all these content creators make billions of dollars, right? But the brand YouTube has never been profitable, not once. And you would think they would with all the money they get pumped into it. And with all the viewers that they have, you'd think with ad sales and stuff, they're making enough money to be profitable, but that is not the case. So I'm thinking because of this, they've inflated their numbers throughout the years, and a lot of people that weren't really viewing those videos were bots. You know, they were actually bots being to pump these numbers up so they can, you know, what that happens is a video gets a lot of views. Well, they can sell that to an ad, you know, somewhere, an advertising company or something, or somebody wants to place an ad on it. They can say, well, this video's got a lot of views, so you want to, you know, spend this much money on this ad. Well, they get that money and then they give the rest, you know, they take their cut and then they give the rest up to the content creator. Well, the more views, they're going to be able to get a bigger cut of that. So if they pumping in fake viewership for these places, for these videos, they're going to get a bigger cut. Now I'm thinking that there's a lot of investigations going on in these platforms, and they're having to really scramble. I think they're trying to get rid of some of those inflated numbers. I think that's what's happening. I mean, we've not had a big presence on YouTube. And like I said, we've only got 2,376. We're actually down a few subscribers, which it is what it is. You know, sometimes we'll go up, sometimes we'll go down. I mean, it is what it is. We'll continue trying to scrape by and grow, but we're not going anywhere anytime fast. That's for sure. But with the bigger, subscriber base, the big ones, they're losing viewers quite a bit. So it's kind of interesting to think, wondering why that's happening. Is it because there's an inflated numbers in YouTube viewers, bots being placed into those views? It's a possibility. I know in the past, and I'm not calling out any creator in general, but I know there's creators in the past been caught inflating their numbers by buying bot farms and stuff to get their content up there. So that's a possibility. I don't know that to be the case, but I would say it's not off the path of reasonable thinking that YouTube themselves could be doing something to that effect, pushing, at least artificially inflating the numbers of certain content that they would like to push so they can get the advertisement dollars that they're looking for, although they've never been profitable to begin with. Google, I guess the parent company, Alphabet, pumps a lot of money into YouTube to keep it up. And they actually get a lot of government subsidies too, and they've just never been profitable. On the other hand, Rumble is looking pretty dang good as far as profits go. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Rumble's climbing the way. I highly suggest you go over there, get you Rumble if you can. They got a lot of great content creators over there. And it's not just what you think. A lot of people say, well, it's just all, right leaning. No, there's a lot of different stuff on there. We put our food review videos on there. There's people that game on there. I mean, it's just a place where it's an alternative to YouTube. It used to be like a kind of a safe space for a lot of people. Now it's just an alternative. It's an alternative place to go and not worry about having certain buzzwords that YouTube may want to, take you offline for. So not that, Rumble, only thing they got as far as is just if it's illegal or not. If it's illegal to say certain things, don't call or don't incite violence and stuff. They'll take you down for that. But as far as like certain words, they're not going to take you off. It's free speech over in Rumble Land, so we like it over there. We like it. And I'm not gonna lie, I do invest in Rumble. I invest in their stocks. So I will be upfront about that. I know Chris, the one that owns Rumble, had posted that they're that I was looking forward to tell you about that browser, or whatever. It's supposed to be on their main page, but I don't see it. And I don't know if it's because I'm already a premium member on Rumble, and that's possibly the case. I don't know. Um, it very well could be because I'm already part of the premium program or whatever. They just haven't put it on there because they were announcing that if you sign up, then that thing would be integrated or something. I don't know how it works. I think they're still trying to market it to figure out how they're bringing it all together for the people that's already subscribed to Rumble Premium. Because they just announced, I think, today or yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right, I think it's time. We may start flying. We may start flying here. Move some stuff around so I can get my joystick. All right. I think I'm ready to get everything pulled up. We're going in to the flight simulator. Let's see. First thing I need to do is that because I need to be able to turn on my audio. All right. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. There you go. All right. I'll turn on the audio for this here in a minute because I don't want to do that right now. Just because they have some music playing in the background. I don't want YouTube to strike the content right off the bat. Let's see. Where are we going to fly out? Let's see. We flew out, or we landed in Knoxville. So we'll depart from Knoxville. And we get to... See, we flew from Tri-Cities. Should have no problem getting to Nashville from Knoxville in about the same time. So we'll go from there. All right. Start the flight.
Craft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo.
Okay. Why is my... See, remember last time I did this? Oh, there it goes. It wouldn't like... Okay, first thing I gotta do is get rid of that. That's my... Can't remember what I put my landing gear number at. Never can. Alright, flaps are good. Lights are set on. Remember not to do this. Where, let's see, let's go ahead and set my altitude. You wouldn't be doing this on the runway, by the way. But I'm doing it on the runway. Why not, right? Who's going to stop me? FAA's not going to stop me, that's for sure. Let's cruise at 10. We'll go right over 10. All right. Okay. Auto engage or get autopilot ready. I don't know why my brakes don't work on this. All right. Spooling up. Let's go. Here's that guy again, just right here with me. And he looks taller than me for some reason.
Knoxville Tower. Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray
He
Golf.
always looks taller than me.
Continue for.
I don't know why I follow this stuff. I still got to figure out how to take that stuff off the screen. Not sure. If I just not look in the settings. Honestly, after I even play the game, I just forget, you know?
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Leaving my airspace. Frequency change.
Knoxville Tower. Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo. To change.
All right. Autopilot's off for some reason. All right, we're gone. We're off. We're heading towards Nashville. Oh, what's going on here?
Approach.
I'm not
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf
flying to
Sierra
Azar,
Kilo.
Bahrain. I'm sorry,
Beechcraft
not
in the
happening.
air.
I need to
3
pull that
miles
up so I can
northeast
see
of 44
y'all
Tango November
messaging me.
3400. Request flight follow.
You lost the internet.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo approach. Walk 5174.
Squawk 5174. Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Radar contact 3 miles northeast of 44 Tango November 4600. Altimeter 03.
Roger. Beechcraft Golf.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Traffic 9 o'clock. 4 miles at 500. Merrick. Port them in sight.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Traffic in sight.
You see the traffic, buddy? I don't see no traffic. Who cleaned this windscreen? Stuff all over it. Look at that. Look at that. Who cleaned this? Who cleaned this? I didn't clean it. Nashville. Okay, yeah, that's a long flight in a King Air. It's not going to happen, buddy. It's not going to happen. You know what I didn't do? Why don't y'all let me know? I didn't turn off my landing lights. Not going to happen. Not going to Azar, Bahrain. Not doing it, bro. Not doing it. Not going to do it. Yeah, that's a long flight. I would have to do a jumbo, and I would only assume that it'd be like a 16-hour flight, at least, because this is like real world, you know, flight time.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo contact Atlantis on 13.6.
Barrow's going to be. 'Cause I didn't hear it earlier.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Is it going to tune it for me?
Atlanta Center, Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo, 0,200. Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo, Atlanta Center, altimeter 3031, radar contact continue. Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo, contact.
Why did you want me to contact Atlanta Center?
123.9.
Makes no sense.
Golf Sierra Kilo. Approach. Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo, 0,200.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo approach altimeter 3030.
Now, how did it switch that much? Okay, right there. We'll keep that up there because you never know when we're going to need it. You never know. You never know. They may want us to tune or something. It's hard telling.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo contact Atlantis.
What'd I say?
on
What'd I say?
133.6. Okay.
I've never been handed off so much in Flight Simulator. I've never. This is from where we just came from too. Why do they want us to tune back towards approach when we're flying away from Knoxville?
Center, Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo, 0,200.
Let me guess, it's going to be a different barrier.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf altimeter 2. Attack continue.
They need to fix that.
American 255. 100 below signed out. Climb and maintain flight level 29ers.
Who's that calling that person for?
Maintain present altitude. American 255.
That's not what they said. That's not what that... America 2558, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Maintain present altitude. What? Does that make sense to you guys? We're turning for some reason. Not sure why. Not 100% sure why we're turning. But we're turning for some reason. Oh. And we're turning again. I looked for 5 seconds and we're in an airspace that we weren't supposed to be in or something. And I mean, I don't know. This game has got some bugs for sure that they've never fixed. Watch that. We're turning again. Slightly this time. Not as much as we did last time, but we're turning. I guess it really wants us to be on that path. Wants us to be on that path that we just fly right to the sun. Still have no idea why my nav 1 was not working. Last time. I mean, this is a good chance, I guess, to look to see. Nav 1 volume's all the way up. Make sure I look at all these little nice little switches here. Fuel, don't. Oh, there's my fuel. Can anybody point to where you put the keys in? There's my fuel cutoff, but it's inoperative for some reason. Not that I'd want to cut it off while I'm flying. Oh, wait a minute. What we got down here?
Maintain present altitude.
Oh. I wish this stuff worked.
Maintain present altitude. United 2184.
Some nice little buttons down here that operates the screen. All the light switches, fuel, de-icer. Ain't gonna need it today. I know in 2020, the flight simulator on there, you could definitely get icing on your wings, and you could see the buildup. You can start seeing buildup on your wings and everything. It was pretty wild, but we're flying in pretty warm air right now, so it should be fine. All this is inoperative apparently. Well, not this. All my lights for the interior. Do not operate on dry. Well, you won't be using it while you're in an air anyways, I mean.
American 258 contact at Land Center on 127
A passenger cabin lighting. That's inoperative.
Going to 127.5. American 255.
That little button or that little switch right there looks important, but I can't flip it for some reason. I don't know why I can't flip it, but I can't flip it, which I think I should be able to flip it. Watch the plane just go. 24 minutes and 34 seconds, and we'll be on. Well, I won't say we'll be on the ground, but we'll be close to getting to the ground.
United 2 for contact center 32.05.
I know this time
32.05. United 2184.
she had to wait to answer until I started talking. This time when we go closer, I'm going to actually try to punch it stuff in to the FPL. I think I can do it on here. Maybe not. I could punch it on here, but maybe not. Should be waypoint now. Wonder why weather is not an option on this thing. Maybe it's just because the instrument that I've used or whatever is not what I'm looking for, maybe. So everything on this I can put on here too, and vice versa. Should be able to do it over here also. Yeah, see. All these are pretty much the same. I can operate the same thing over here as right here. Usually, I like to keep it this way, so it's two different panels. But if I wanted to, I can keep them both. I can do everything on this side. I might put in nav 1 and nav 2, and just in case that was the reason why I didn't get my navigation to be beeping. And again, I can't remember if the top one's active and the bottom one's not. What comms am I on right now? That'll be able to tell me. 1336. Yeah. So, okay, the top one is the one that's active. All right. That's what I wanted to know. And the bottom numbers standby. So you basically the idea is you can have two loaded up.
Center, United 2184. Passing flight level 355. Landing flight level 36.
So like if you're coming in for a landing, you
2-4. Continue.
coming in for a landing and you want to have approach.
252. Contact Memphis Center on 121 day.
This guy wants to fight today. But you have approach and say you know the number of the approaches you want.
252.
And you have the number of like if you're in like regional like or the Atlanta Center or whatever. If I'm flying into Nashville and I got Atlanta Center in my ear, but I also know already what Nashville approach is. You'd have Nashville approach tuned in before, so when they say switch to Nashville approach, I can just hit like a switch. Like I will just hit this and hit this button right here, and it would transfer the bottom number to the top, which would be the active. That's the active one now, vice versa. That's the idea of it, at least. That's what they want you to do. But I don't have a full panel where I can just like do and hit. So I'm having to click down here, click up here, click, everything else, operate. It becomes a little bit of a hassle. Let's go to the external. That's the path it wants when you fly down there. I'm not going to fly that low. The higher up, the less it's going to take to get there. Is the idea. So I can go faster. Actually, I need to probably boost my speed up quite a bit. I'm actually going slower than I need to go. I had it set at 150 because I was underneath the 10,000 mark.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo Contact Center. 2.1. 132.1 for Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Memphis Center, Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo. 10,200.
They're gonna be different. Yeah, it is.
X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo. Memphis Center, altimeter 3031. Radar contact continue.
And that barrow basically that gives me the like altitude based, gives me the correct altitude that I'm at. So I need to know what that is to make sure I'm staying at the altitude I want to be at. I was cut off a whole bunch of time doing that. Whole bunch of time. Speeding up. And we've hit over our halfway point, so that's good. We're getting closer. We're getting closer and closer. I'm curious to find which runway we're going to be landing at and the altitude that we'll be heading to. Okay. So, let me get that set up. That's pretty low. I don't know what the altitude, like, of the airport is, so. Altitude from sea level. Elevation 599. Okay. Which, I mean, it's not like super hilly as it is when you're coming out from the bigger ranges back through there. We should be okay, to say the least. We should be alright. See what I mean? Back here, when we're coming in like to Tri-Cities or something, you want to be flying in about a 5,000 altitude. But we're over here, it's not as bad. You can still see a little bit of mountain ranges ahead of us. And I don't know if that's before or after Nashville. We'll see. Place your bets now on, is it going to be as smooth of a landing as it was last time? That's the question. That's the question we're going to have to ask ourselves. Are we going to have a smooth landing? Don't know. We'll see. We've had blue skies all the way through. Now we're coming into some clouds ahead of us. Like if I look outside right now, have that turned on. Ooh, it's blown out. Outside right now, I mean, you can't tell the sky-wise, but it is, there's not a cloud in it. That's the way it was when we took off from Knoxville, which is a little bit away from us where we're at, but I don't know why it's so blue. Why it looks so blue. I don't know if it's exposure. A little bit better. That's a little bit better. You can't really tell the... I can get a picture of the sky. Probably won't be able to get a good one. I don't know what this camera's meant for. No. All good. Nine old minutes. Is it going to be as a good landing? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Take your bets in the chat right now. Let me know. Good landing, bad landing, trick landing. I don't know. What could it be? I don't think I can do tricks in this thing. Dixie's passed out. I wonder if I can get a view of her. Man, exposure is horrible.
Golf, Sierra, Kilo contact, Nashville approach on 1 decimal. Good day.
Oh.
1/8.4 for Beechcraft Golf, Sierra.
Are we turning to Memphis Center? No, it's a Nashville approach. Yeah, she old sleeping right now on my iPad. Zonked out.
Nashville approach. Beechcraft. Sierra. 1.
Craft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo. Nashville approach. Altimeter 0. Radar contact.
Tree zero, tree zero. Oh. Tree zero, eh? And I don't know what runway they want me to land on. When we get there, just have to see. It's going to be hard to beat the last one. It is. I mean, that was pretty smooth. Just floated that sucker right down in there. But we can do it. We can do another great landing, I think. I feel like we can. I feel like we got this. Back in the day, I used to be part of a flight simulator community. Microsoft Flight Simulator X, and we flew with guys from all over the world. And every Sunday, we would fly Cessnas, and we would they would have them mapped out, and they still do it to this day. I just haven't done it in a long time. But they would start in a location, and they would land on a spot, and then they would go to another spot, and then they go to another spot. And usually, pretty short flights. And I would always get on there, and I would just do the dumbest things. I would, I'd be flying upside down in a Cessna, which is not believable whatsoever, but Microsoft Flight Simulator X logic said I could. So I'm just sitting there upside down flying and everything. I would do all kinds of different tricks. Got pretty good at it. Got really good at flying the Cessna on Microsoft Flight Simulator X. But times are different now. These aircraft simulators are a lot more accurate to actually what the plane is supposed to do. So it's a little bit it's a little bit different than I'm used to. All right, I'm gonna think that this is probably the runway. So we're gonna start our landing approach here. Because it's not far. We're only 4 minutes out. Decrease on my throttle. We're getting there, though. We are getting there. I do believe what's ahead of us is Nashville. I've only been to Nashville once my whole entire life. Man, someone flying up our road right now. A little bit cloudy in Nashville. Not bad. It's a little bit of an overcast. Nothing. Yeah, we were right outside. I mean, there's Smyrna right there. We were right outside Nashville. Don't know where it wants me to land though, runway wise. So I don't know what numbers to punch in. Coming through 8,000. A little bit of a pocket right there. I've seen it. My plane nosed down just a tad bit and came back up. A little bit of an air pocket. If I'm not mistaken, Nashville International right there. See? The interstate pretty much goes right along one of the runways. And when you're driving through, the aircraft are just like flying right above you, basically. I just don't know what runway they want me to go on.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Traffic is 10 miles at 2700 generic. Board them in sight.
That's all good and stuff, but
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo of the generic site.
what runway do they want me to go on? I'm about to go into a holding pattern until we figure out what runway. I want to transition. I want to land.
Nashville approach. Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf.
Probably should have asked that about 20 minutes ago. Well, not 20. 10 minutes ago, probably.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo. Nashville approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through Charlie airspace. Beechcraft Sierra Kilo. Nashville Tower, Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo is 8 miles east, 4,500. Uniform to land.
Craft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Nashville. Altimeter. Fly left base runway 2.
Enter left base runway. 0 left. Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
So yeah, that's what I needed to know right there.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra. Follow the 1 foot. Clear land runway 2.
Land runway 20 left. Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Nashville Tower, Southwest 464, runway center ready for departure, IFR to
Alpha. Out. Clear. Alpha.
Wanna come out a little bit, go back in.
cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Southwest 464.
All right. While I'm doing this, I gotta figure out all my. Well, that's not even the thing I'm looking for.
Southwest 464, contact Memphis Center on 126.75. Good day.
Woo! Getting a little bit
Going
of.
to 126.75, Southwest 464.
A little bit of stallage there. My speed up. All right, let's try to bring her back in. Still pretty high.
Nashville Tower, Delta 1680 ready for departure, runway 20 center, IFR to Atlanta.
Delta 1680, altimeter tree 029er. Clear for takeoff runway 20 center.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 center, Delta 1680.
Generic 5 Bravo Foxtrot. Exit runway when able.
Nashville Tower, American 2809er at runway 20 center ready for departure. IFR to Philadelphia.
American 2809er line up and wait.
There's not 20 left.
Generic 5 Bravo Foxtrot. Exit runway when able.
Why are you getting on the runway? All right, we're gonna do a we're gonna go around because he's lining up on the runway for some reason.
Delta 1680 contact Memphis Center.
Unless that was not, that could have been 20 center. It's left over this way.
Generic 5 Bravo.
Oh, it is. Okay,
Contact ground on 1
my bad.
decimal 9er.
Not familiar with the airport.
Southwest 187.
That's the runway we're looking for, off to our left.
Altimeter tree 0.
Right here.
Runway 20 approach. Southwest 9er.
I guess if I looked up to the top screen there, it would have told me, but
Generic 2 Hotel Alpha. Turn next taxi.
what are you doing there, Dixie Belle? We're about there on the ground. Oh, yeah. I'm getting attacked by the dog right now. This ain't easy.
Southwest 9er. Exit. Able.
All right. Well, we're on the right runway.
129er decimal 95.
Southwest 9er.
I was trying to land on 20 center instead of 20 left.
Generic 2 Hotel Alpha. Exit runway.
Decimal 905. Southwest 97.
Generic 2 Hotel Alpha. Contact ground on
All right, let's see if we can swing her back in now.
Southwest 187. Aircraft. Wind 154. Clear land
26 decimal 75. 180.
Clear to land runway 20 left, Southwest 1871.
Going to 122 decimal 905. Generic 2 Alpha.
For the runway.
Nashville Tower, Air Shuttle Tree 990 ready for departure. Runway 20 center, IFR to Houston.
Air Shuttle Tree 990. Altimeter tree 029er. Clear for takeoff runway 20 center.
Cleared for takeoff runway 20 center, Air Shuttle Tree 990.
Bit off to the left, and you straighten her back out. Come on, get back over. Really landed, but what in the world?
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Exit runway able.
Why's my screen? Oh, there it goes. Couldn't see where we was at. I landed from the actual, like, looking at the screen.
Zero contact on 26 decimal. Good day.
Felt pretty smooth though.
1871. Turn next. Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Contact ground 12.5.
Going to 122.9. Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
How's this aircraft just sitting here?
126.75 for Air Shuttle Tree 9990.
I don't know why this aircraft is sitting here.
Nashville ground. Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo. Taxi to parking.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo. Taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Golf Charlie.
Well, this aircraft is just sitting here. Do you want me to cut them off?
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Golf Charlie Cross runway. Tree 1 Delta Foxtrot.
I'm going to cut them off.
Golf Sierra
Wing strike. No, I don't even care. Don't even care. Come at me, bro. Cut you off. You're just going to sit there. Wish my brakes would work. They don't work. I need some, like, foot pedals. Actually operate some good breakage. Not a bad landing. Not a bad landing at all. It was okay. Wish I had my view set up correctly, but it was a little bit hard to line up when I was looking down. I wonder that guy was... This guy right... Well, he still looks taller than me. Where are they sending me to? I'm going to expedite my... You're supposed to stop at runways and ask for permission, but I'm expediting my process, hoping no one's landing. Let's race this guy. Out of my way, buddy. Breaking all the FAA regulations. I don't even care. Don't even care. Come at me, bro. I'm on turn. Man, they got a lot of turns right here. Send me a mile away just to park this sucker. Next week we'll fly from Nashville to another airport. I don't know where we're going to fly to. Maybe Memphis. Man, that seems like a pretty far stretch though. I have to fly something faster. I don't know what I'd fly. But I can fly something faster. I'm going way too fast on this taxi lane. You're only supposed to go 25. No. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You don't tell me. Everybody else holds for me. This is like presidential, okay? Oh, that's a vehicle coming at me. Just bypass you, buddy. Not that I have probably collision turns on, but yeah, I just made it over top of him. A weird parking system they got set up here. Why not? No, we're going straight.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Full position. Other
I'm good.
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Key. Continue taxi.
That's right. I'm continuing.
Position.
You don't tell me what to do. I do what I want to do. All right, we have made it to our spot. Oh, and I'm hurting now. Oh. Wish my fuel cut off would actually work, but it don't. I don't know why it don't. They don't work. I think if I can find the battery, once I turn the battery off, everything else will turn off. I want starter engines. Not anti-ice. I say avionics. I need battery. Generators, battery, avionics. All right. That should turn everything off. Right? Don't sound like everything's spooling down. Now I got power still. How do I turned the battery off. How do I still have power? I don't know. Everything else is cut off. My lights. Everything's cut off as far as I know. Can't turn my fuel switch cut off. So I don't know why that is a thing. I don't know what all these stuff off. I can't pull any. Is there anything up here I can flip off? Don't look like it. I really feel like this button right here is something important, but I don't know. But we've made it. We made it. We landed. Was a pretty good landing. Not too bad at all. Wasn't too bad at all. Oh. All right. Out of that screen. Let's see what kind of aircraft I can probably use to next week for our flight to. If we're going to go to Memphis, I need to figure something out that is that would be able to get us there in a decent time and stuff. I'll probably use the CJ4. That should get us there pretty quickly. I might do that next week. CJ4 from Nashville to Memphis. I've not operated in this game. I've operated in the 2020 version, but not the 2024 version. Obviously, some things are different. What in the world is this? Oh. I'm looking at all the aircraft that's on here. But the CJ4 probably get us there no problem. Always do like the Jet G2. I'd probably get pretty quickly there. I do the Boeing F-18, but we've had some issues with the F-18. Not nose wheel steering being one of those things. So, yeah, I might go with that. on our, we'll go with the CJ4 on our flight to Memphis next Friday when we do that flight. So make sure you don't forget to join me Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next weekend or next week. And we'll do that flight to Memphis. And either Monday or Tuesday of this week, we'll do a Bible study, probably around noonish, noon 30, somewhere around there. Eastern Standard Time, of course, because we are in Eastern Standard Time here. And don't forget, tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., we'll have a new video out for you featuring yours truly, testing out some things that you may have not been able to try out yet. You're gonna say something, Dixie Belle? Come on. Dixie Belle says hi. Yeah, she says hi. And crazy dog. She knows it's time to go OUT. So, all right, guys. Decent landing. Not too bad. Had a little bit of a screw up coming into Nashville. Wrong runway lineup. Not familiar with the runway. I should have looked at it a little bit closer. I thought something was off. I didn't see a left. I saw 2 runways. And then when I heard someone say 20 center, I was like, man, I could possibly be on the wrong runway. So, should have looked at the runway set up a little bit better. I'll check Memphis out definitely before next time. So, all right, guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I will catch y'all next week. Twice next week. 2 live streams. So you're getting like 2 extra live streams if you just hang out with me for the Bible studies. And then you'll get some extra content on our end of the month. So you'll get 3 live streams at the end of the month. So that's we're ramping it up, guys. Ramping it up. Maybe you start live streaming every day. We'll see how that goes. But until next time, let's get it. Maybe not.